Hello, ladies, blokes, and non-binary folks, Ant here, and I'm recording one of them addendums videos I almost never do. Not that there's much to say about the Advance Wars episode. As you can see, there's not much complex stuff going on in this timeline. In fact, I can bring this down a little bit further, can't I? There you go, that's fine. I haven't done one of these for a while, probably going to be rusty. I'm hoping the audio doesn't completely go out of sync, which it always does when I record these. I think it's because Premiere uses the GPU in the graphics card, and so does the recording with Shadowplay. So let's see how we go. Yeah, it might end up muted, or I might end up having to do some hacky editing to get the audio to sync up right. We'll see how it goes. But there's not much to say on this episode, so hopefully it'll be a short one, even though the episode is 17 minutes long. So, thanks for watching. Let's get going. Obviously, I started this episode with a bit of a joke that seemed really funny back in October when I wrote the script for this. But then Russia had to go and invade Ukraine, didn't they? But I was trying to make a point that, you know, war's bad and not fun, and we probably shouldn't have so many fun war games, which is why Spec Up the Lines is so great. And obviously, pointing out how much of a hypocrite I am because I'm talking about a very fun war game today. Because one of the things I always pick out with Advance Wars is how it's like, it's a war game that presents itself as cartoony and silly. It doesn't really take itself too seriously. There's a reason why all the vehicles are coloured in bright colours and stuff. You know, they're all, it's like toys in a war chest, which is why I quite like the look of the remake that's coming out. I don't know if people will notice this, but the footage I used for Famicom Wars and Super Famicom Wars was the same map. You'll see it come up in a second. Let's chuck in a little bit of history about the Satellaview though. I thought maybe this was unnecessary to include, but then at the same time, I know a lot of the people who sub to me aren't like nerdy, like history buff people when it comes to games, and this was a crazy idea that existed. Like Satellaview was kind of cool, but I don't have one. Who has one? No one has one. Yeah, this map, I used the same map on Famicom Wars as I did on Super Famicom Wars, and I just assumed I had captured footage of the same map on Advance Wars, but I didn't. But I thought it would have been neat to have shown that they keep reusing the same maps over and over again. Super Famicom Wars is great, by the way, absolutely fantastic. The first game like feels really different, but Super Famicom Wars is just superb. Yeah, this one has a different process to it. Like, units don't automatically heal when they're on bases, you have to tell them to heal. There's also like other slight differences, what you can build, what you can't build, all that. Imagine thinking that Western audiences wouldn't want to play war strategy games. Yeah, we invented, you know, we got chess, we've got Risk. We're all good for war strategy games. No more, please. If I sound a little bit off today, it's because I've got a cold. It sort of like was going away and now it's reared up again, so that's weird. Probably dying. This is another bit where I'm talking about the delay the original game had from release in the UK and Europe and Japan. And that kind of became a bit prophetic, as the remake's been delayed again, and we don't know when it's coming out at all. I used a remix song for the first part of the video. It was something from OC Remix, which I'm sort of jumping back and forth when it comes to music on here. I've been on the videos, I've been using OC Remix for a lot of them to give the sort of videos a different feel, but I've also liked using the in-game music. Yeah, everyone loves war without the politics. That's what certain people on Twitter would like, you know, just people just trying to politicise war too much. I could totally see why they delayed the game though, because like the first stages do involve a Russian-coded invader attacking your land. But he's been tricked. He's not a psychopath. He's actually quite nice, you know. But he's been tricked into the war, just like the people of Russia are trying to, you know, being tricked, getting political on here. Because war's political, unless they're bright blue and orange tanks. I didn't go deep into the other features in this game, like I didn't go into the map maker and stuff like that. I just wanted to sort of concentrate on, like, the game itself. Wait, is there a map maker in Advance Wars 1? I think there is. Or was that in Advance Wars 2 only? I'm sure it's in the first one. Yeah, some footage of the remake, which people are complaining about the look of it, but it looks like how I imagine Advance Wars should look, which is a bunch of toys in a toy chest. You know, there's a reason they look like they're made of plastic. It's to make you not think about war. I don't think I've ever done a spoiler warning in one of these videos before. I only recorded one playthrough of this, but I did make sure that if I failed a stage, I picked a different CO for the recording. So there's a couple of bits where you might see a map with me playing 2 different COs. But it does, yeah, it affects the story. And apparently, I didn't realise when I was playing through it, but if you pick Andy every single time, I think you end up with a bonus stage after the end of the game, which I've done before. I do remember, yeah, this bonus mission I'm talking about now, where you end up having a battle against Eagle and with Andy. Even though your rivalry with Eagle is with Sammy, between Sammy and Eagle, I don't know. Oh, he's crying. I played this using the Wii U, and I fully intend to pack away my Wii U now and not use it again for another 4 or 5 years, which is the lifespan of a Wii U. It gets up, you know, everyone gets out their Wii U once every 4 to 5 years to use it, and they put it away again. Probably could have gone in more depth on the air and naval units, but, you know, the new version's out soon. I don't want to spoil every single little thing about it. You know, I talk about the story spoilers, or I miss out, I do skip over some elements of the finale. You know, I want to leave there to be some surprises for people who are going to be playing the game for the first time on Switch soon. I say soon. Could be 5 years. Who knows? It was 5 years between the US release and Japanese release, I think, wasn't it? You notice I've got pictures of 18 Wheel Pro Trucker on the side here. Ah, that's good. Let's open up the Advance Wars tab. As you can see, here's my method for capturing music on Advance Wars, which is just to find the endless loops on YouTube and capture them. I just record the screen. I don't even download the music. That's why these ones are blue instead of green. Try and stop me, Nintendo. Yeah, I know Nintendo's preferred method of listening to music is the Smash Brothers music player, but I find it a lot easier to just go to YouTube. You know, Nintendo should consider selling music as DLC for a game. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog's doing it, and you know, Sonic's cool. Put in a plane to repair, you just land it on a runway. Belly Chopter. I like the Belly Chopters, they're my favourite vehicles. I go a bit fast when I play Advance Wars sometimes. I noticed that when I was playing back the footage, that I was getting like all of like 5-6 seconds of map footage between like attacks. So when I'm editing the footage, a lot of the cuts where I would do the cut was on the black screen that appears during the in between the fights. So that was causing a bit of a problem when I was editing. I was having to try and make sure the clips where I was going to make the cut wasn't on the fade out. I think there's one cut I did where it fades out to one battle and I load up a different battle in the next cut, I think. Or it fades back to a different map. I think I did that for just as a little gag. Oh, I love that where the money's a factor. Me and Paul used to play Advance Wars loads, and we'd like go up against each other playing with Fog of War on, so we couldn't really remember where our enemy troops were. And we'd just amass ridiculous amounts of wealth, and it would just end up in a deadlock for hours because we just had the same tactics and it wouldn't work out. We had the same problem when we used to play Command and Conquer on PS1 as a link-up. I do use that APC technique a lot, but I was struggling to find clips where I was actually using it in this playthrough. Well, that's my main strategy. Camp on their bases, stop them producing, seize the means of production. The Russian guy should appreciate that. I say Russian, he's more Soviet coded, isn't he? A lot of cut to the same map. That was probably not good. It was because I was looking for a lot of specific instances of action, and it turned out a Let's Play I recorded ages ago had all those instances that I needed in it. Stats, battle map, design maps. You can make maps in the first Advance Wars. I was amazed I didn't really have much unlocked on this Wii U version of Advance Wars, because this is the Game Boy Advance game on Wii U. Because I didn't plug my Game Boy cartridge into the Retron 5, because I haven't switched on the Retron 5 for like 2 years. The last time I used it was when I recorded footage for the Power Rangers episode of Mellow Gaming Recommends, which was 2 years ago. Yeah, I haven't used it for ages, so I used the Wii U version I have, which I've only played through once. I used to sit in bed playing it on the gamepad with the TV switched off late at night. It was my game to play before I went to bed. Right, skip to 14:30 to avoid spoilers. Not in this video though, because obviously this is going to be trimmed down. It won't be 14:30 here. Spoilers! I mostly use footage of the final map. I thought I would use footage of the final 3 maps, but then I decided I wouldn't really reveal how Sturm comes about or the level that happens before it, because there's another mystery in the game. Like I said, I wanted to leave some stuff for later, for people playing the game later. I did terrible on this map. You're supposed to rush straight up to that middle gap and do a 300, like, you know, block the entrance to the mountains and fight off the whole army from there. But I failed to get everyone up there too quick. I was too concerned with capturing buildings on the way, and I should have ignored that and let some guys at the back capture the building after I've blocked off that point. So yeah, when you get Advance Wars on Switch, which I'm sure you all will, just rush to those 3 cities in the middle and block the entrance and bombard the crap. Because he's got no artillery for long range at the start, but you have. So get in there. Sammy probably wasn't the best one to have as well, actually. Like, I should have thought about that as I was playing through the game and tried to get Max in there, because Max, if you got Max and Grit, you've got a good balance, because you've got really heavy hitting tanks and you got Grit's long range attack. How long was the final battle I recorded? That's it, 2 hours 47 minutes it took me to beat the last stage. Keep in mind, all these ones where it's like 2 hours of recording and stuff, there's like 3 or 4 maps in those recordings. Yeah, the sequel's all about the Black Hole Army, and they've got like a whole bunch of troops and these like slime things that move 1 square at a time, but if they land on a unit they kill them instantly. So you have to keep moving units to keep them away from the slimes, because they're really difficult to destroy. The most effective troops, I think, against the slime things in the second game were infantry, but obviously they have to get close to attack. This Field Commander game was good. I had that on PSP. Still got it, I think. I can't remember if I ever finished Commander's Attack. I did have it. I lost interest in Wargroove kind of quickly. It kept doing gotcha moments in the maps, where you're following a mission, then suddenly some new criteria would come up, and it meant you pretty much had to play every mission twice to have a chance of winning it. Bit of Fire Emblem from a Let's Play me and Matt did ages ago, the Japanese one. I think it's a remake of the original game. I would admit the character art for the characters looks a little bit off compared to the original. Slightly westernised anime look, isn't it? And there's the news that I didn't know about. Whee! That's this current style, Advance Wars 1 and 2. That'd be interesting. I wonder if you can, like, mix things up a little bit. It doesn't sound like they're splitting the 2 games up entirely. Like, it sounds like you'll be able to mix elements of one game against the other, like play Advance Wars 1 Andy against Advance Wars 2 Andy. Not that there's a massive difference between them. I did think originally about making this about Advance Wars 1 and 2, but the sequel is really similar, so I could cover pretty much everything about it in this video. There's like 2 or 3 new units and a couple of new COs, but it's really just the same game with new maps. Yeah, do the like and subscribe thing. I like that. I've gained 1 sub. That's me. Patreon backers, how you doing? How you doing, folks? Links to their channels in the description of this Advance Wars video. Lots of games this episode. Not the most I've ever used in a video, but lots of games. Zoom into full screen for the thumbnail. For the end slate, rather. And that was the Advance Wars recommends video. This is just the thumbnail part, the end slate here. Nothing going on. But yeah, that was the addendums thing. More of a commentary, this one, because there's no real, animations or anything. This is the closest thing to an animation I had on the episode, which was just, keyframes here, rising like the position of it, and then drop off, and a little bit of rotation at the end. So as it drops off, it turns slightly as it falls. Probably could have done that better, but I just thought it'd be funny to have the most recent news about the new delay. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is the addendums thing. These videos are like just for the Patreon backers for the first week that they get put out. Just so it doesn't follow up the recommends video so soon. There'll be a Let's Play between it. I don't know what Let's Play is going to be between these yet. We'll figure it out. Probably another racing game. If anyone has a copy of Auto Modelista on the PS2 and they want to sell it for me dead cheap, let me know, because I've been after a copy of that game for my current playing through racing games thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. I'm going to go have headaches at how the audio completely desyncs on this whenever I record it now. Catch you later. Bye.